Okay. So I was just talking about this on the last live stream, and I took a minute to read the email. And there was some technical difficulties, so I just came inside. Now I'm stable Wi-Fi, all that jazz. Okay. This is going to kind of kill my night. Holy shit, we'll see what happens. So, I had to verify my account with TaskRabbit because they switched over to Stripe by a pickup truck. No. Yeah, okay. So I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that this was going to happen. Every time I talk about this, people think that their opinion is best for my life. I'm sorry. That sounds really bad. I don't mean it like that. Hopefully you know that I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. Hold on. Let me take this picture real quick. And oh god, my the camera on my phone is such poor quality when things are up close. I think something's wrong with the focus on it because it never focuses on anything. It's always focusing in and out. So if you have to hit the button just right. Let's see if it looks any better without the flash. I think it looks better without the flash. Okay. Oh, great. It just threw me out. Okay, I have to redo all of this. Oh, and you left. All right, so no, here's the thing. Everyone I talk to keeps telling me, buy a pickup truck, buy another SUV. And it's like, I shake my head. It's like, dude, do you not get it? I've had a pickup truck. I've had an SUV. On TaskRabbit and all the other jobs that I do, very rarely, like, let's see, when I had the pickup truck, I did one job that required a pickup truck. One job. When I had the SUV, I did one job that required loading stuff into my SUV. I don't do enough jobs that require that vehicle to warrant the upkeep of having said vehicle. So it's just better off that I have a car. The vast majority of stuff that I do is furniture assembly, mounting, and electrical. And then there's some minor home repair, and that's about it. I don't do a whole lot of moving tasks. Well, I do moving and heavy lifting, but that's like moving people into or out of an apartment. That's not, hey, load this stuff in your truck and take it to the other side of town. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't get me wrong. I would love a truck. I would love an SUV, but it honestly, it doesn't fit into my work. It doesn't fit into my lifestyle, and definitely does not fit into my budget. Um, oh fuck, I have to do two. Let me take one more picture. Sorry that took so long. Well, why is it? All the pictures are coming out like super blurry. There's nothing for it to focus on because like the back of the card's like blank. Shit. There's all these glares on it too. Okay. All right. Front of document. Done. Back of document. Done. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you have a family. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wow, there's so many. Buy a soccer mom car. I do have a family. We already have another vehicle, so we're kind of on that. We just need something for work. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I thought about other jobs. Yeah, that's true. For other jobs, I would need it. But realistically, I don't do other jobs that would need it. Get a Prius. I would love to get a Prius. Can't afford one. Even used Priuses are actually pretty expensive. They're out of my budget. I'm looking for maybe $1,000. Once again, it's a work vehicle. I'm not looking for it to last a lifetime. Um, get a Tesla or a hoverboard. Tesla, once again, I would love a Tesla, but can't afford it. Hoverboard, that's not fucking happening, dude. There was this dude I worked with on TaskRabbit, and that's all he didn't have. Like he literally had to have the client come pick him up for the job. I don't know how he got away with that. The client, because long story short, on that job, we were going all around town to all these different locations. Client had to go pick him up from where he lived, and then he rode around with the client from place to place to place. And then at the end of the day, you know, like, hey, I'll take him home for you, which is what I did. First, last, what's up? For work, maybe a horse and carriage. Yeah. So, oh, what did that say? And then that was that. So now I have to wait. I have to wait. Oh, so basically, here's what happened. From the time I was outside to the time I came inside. Oh boy, where do I begin? Okay, so that whole verification thing with TaskRabbit. Okay, all right, we'll see what happens tonight. I guess it's still gonna take a while. So let me make the long story short. So for those of you that have been working on TaskRabbit, some of you might have seen that you need to verify your identity um, and your profile. Basically, you're just verifying you are who you are within TaskRabbit, so that their third-party payment threshold company Stripe can pay you, can disperse the money, and that only happens when you meet a certain threshold. I've had a relatively decently good week since I got back from Washington. I don't mind showing you guys how I've been doing. So, yeah, I think. Hold on, I don't want to make it too dark. So, I didn't work at all up in Washington, unfortunately. I really wish I would have, but long story short, it just didn't pan out this way. Usually, when I go up there, I make at least $400 or $500. This time, didn't make jack shit. So, what's your best advice for a good relationship? I just. Oh, yeah, I'll give you your advice in Indiana. No idea. Give me a second. I don't. Where are you located? Um. So yeah. So here's the past week. Uh, since I've been back. Right. Basically $800. Haven't received any of it yet, and this is why, because the whole payment thing with Stripe. And I just wish they would have let me know about it sooner. That's all. Ohio. Oof. Number one, get out of Ohio. Jesus Christ. Um, what is in Ohio? Well, you got Cleveland, and that's about it. What's your best piece of what's my best piece of advice for it? I've been in long distance relationships before, and they're not easy. They're really not. Um, I was in a long distance relationship with a girl when I was in the army, and then did not end well. But you can't think that every single girl is exactly the same. So obviously, my experience didn't work out very well, but you can learn from my mistakes. The reason why that went tits up was mainly because I became really, I guess, possessive. Um, somewhat controlling, even. She started going out to clubs and stuff, which at that point in my life, I wasn't used to people doing. Hell, at that point in my life, I didn't even go out to clubs. And so I had this preconceived notion of what it was, which is actually pretty accurate. People go out to clubs to kind of flaunt off and take someone home. And that's exactly what she did anyway. But, she started going out and I kept hounding her. And so every night that she would go out, I would literally stay up all night. And I lived on the other side of the country, so I was 3 hours ahead of her. So I would be up until the ass crack of dawn, no sleep the whole night because she'd be out all night with the time change. And it just drove me crazy micromanaging this shit. So my best piece of advice would probably be, you have your relationship, but you have to know that you have your lives apart. So the best way to make a long distance relationship work is to allow breathing room. You know, be there for that person as much as you can, but at the same time understand, most importantly, like there are going to be those days where you just may not talk a whole lot. There are going to be those days where there's miscommunication or this, that, and the other. Or there's going to be those wavering thoughts in the back of your mind. It's perfectly normal. It's human to have those thoughts and shit. But don't let it like overcome you. Like you got to give people breathing room. You got to let them be their own person. And if it's not meant to be, it won't be meant to be. You can't put too much stock in something like that, because it'll drive you crazy. Anyway, there's my advice on that. Threw me off. Got me going down memory lane and shit. So that's kind of anyway. So the whole thing, going back to the whole TaskRabbit thing, the reason why I make a big deal out of it, because I've seen people online talking about it, but this is the first time it's happened to me. So I did the verification, and the first email told me that it would take 7 business days just to hear back from TaskRabbit. Did the verification on stream with you guys, and then I immediately got an email, and the email said, your account has been verified. Thank you for verifying your identity on Stripe, TaskRabbit secure payment provider. Your submission has been approved. You will continue to receive payments without further interruption. Happy tasking, TaskRabbit team. And then all the other bullshit. So, we'll see what happens, because while I was going through the verification process, it did say that it would take 2 to 4 business days to resume normal payments. So fingers crossed, come Friday, I'll be good to go. So we'll see. So it's been a good week since I got back, and the reason why I started live streaming. Well, the reason I was encouraged to start live streaming tonight. Oh boy. Oh, also, did my advice help at all? Yeah, so talking about IKEA and TaskRabbit. Oh, it did good. No, well, I try. So it's all about perspective. And oh, where are you moving to? Oh, that makes sense. So what Indiana is like here, Ohio's like here. They're not too far apart, but if you're moving, then I can see how that could be an extension of long distance. When I think long distance, I think well apart. But then even like an hour away is, well, actually an hour away is not that long distance, really. I would say anything more than 2 hours away. Oh, you're moving to Indiana. Okay. All right. So if you're going to be moving there soon, then what do you got to worry about? You just started. Let me hold on. Okay. So you just started a long distance relationship. Are you moving there because of this individual, or you're moving there anyway and they just so happen to be there as well? Kind of deal. Well, you can write out the whole story, I guess, and I can get a better. Oh, for work. Okay. Well, then that just works out. You just got lucky. Congratulations on that. That kind of puts all your ducks in a row, really. Yeah, so this gives you even better of an opportunity to kind of close that distance and kind of see where things flourish. So, fingers crossed it works out. Hopefully, you can grow and start a family. That's kind of the whole purpose of fucking being alive, right? So, yeah, if you've got any other questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I do enjoy giving really bad relationship advice. It's kind of what I do. What else? Oh yeah, the IKEA thing that happened today. Let me tell you. Already, this guy was an extremely difficult client. I tried to get information about the job from him. So, it's a random IKEA job. Still in DC? Why would I be in DC? You mean Washington? That was in Washington State. No, I'm back down in Vegas. So, yeah, it's not as hot as it was, thankfully. I kind of left during the bulk of it. So went to this IKEA job tonight. And let me tell you, man, the last couple days I've been setting up this job with this guy, and it was flat rate IKEA job, and they were Besta units. And I know, the Besta units, the Besta cabinets. I hate them. And I always want to get verified. Hey, I need to verify these article numbers. And that's because when it comes to Besta units, 90% of the time I do not do them because a laundry list of reasons. If you guys want to know why, I'll talk about it. But basically, it boils down to this. I don't want to use... So a lot of these papers I have on the desk, these are all shelter. These are my outlines for shelter that I'm writing, so I don't want to write on anything that's necessary. Be fine, good. Oh, and my son drew on most of the pages in here, so here's one Besta unit, correct? Oh, come on. Now the pin won't work. It's this nice little square cabinet, right? There's one Besta unit. But they also make Besta units that are like that big. They make Besta units that are like they make them in all different shapes and sizes. The Besta line of products, correct? So this little one, then you have these big wardrobe type ones, and then you have these long like TV bench ones. It's cool, like it's all the same family of model, same family of product, that they all share the same model name, Besta, but they all have different article numbers. This has a different article number than this, and this has a different one from that, and that from that, and so on and so forth. The problem is, the way it works with flat rate IKEA is that they took every single Besta, no matter the size, and you, the tasker, get paid the same no matter the size. $30. You get paid $30 to assemble a little one. You get paid $30 to assemble a big one. You get paid $30 to assemble any variation of it. To include mounting it to the fucking wall. Like raising it up, making like big overhead cabinetry. $30 for all of that. Now let's talk about just the assembly alone. Let's not even touch on the mounting, which is a nightmare. So you get paid $30 for this little one, right? How long does it cost? How long does it take to just assemble it? Well, from opening the box, if you don't have to move it from the garage to the desired location, so $30, right? How long does it take you to just open the box and assemble it? Well, a little one like that, if you're really experienced, it could take you 30 minutes. If you're not very experienced, let's say it takes you 30, right? So 30 to 15 minutes for these little ones. These TV benches, I roughly get them all done up within an hour. And that's because of all the stuff that's included. Remember, that's not just the frame that you have to assemble. It's all the components on the inside of the frame as well. Drawers, doors, dividers, what have you. All of that stuff you also have to assemble as well. Right? This big one, I've done these before. One of these took me 4 hours. Not just because it took forever for the frame, but the components to put it inside one of these took forever to assemble. Now this guy, he had an interesting thing going on. He had the little one with 2 medium-sized ones on either side with mounting. So I would have gotten paid $90 when all this was said and done. $90 to build all of these, to put all the stuff on the inside of them. And to mount them. Here's the floor. Here's where they're supposed to go. $90 for all that. So it's going to take a couple minutes for this one in the middle. Hey, what's up, foibles? 15 minutes for this one, right? And let's say I push these out pretty quick, right? Now we're talking about just assembly of the frame. So let's just say it takes 20. Let's say it takes an hour. Let's say I can speed it out really quick. I can build all of these in an hour. Then I gotta hoist them up. The mounting process for all of these is going to take upwards from an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then I have to build all the inner components inside of these things while they're all the way fucking up there. Can you see my frustration with all of this? So I got to the job and the client was super misleading about the whole thing to begin with. He refused to give me, he wouldn't give me the article numbers, which, you know, they're like, oh, it's just 3 little Besta units. He's like, oh, 3 little ones is what he told me, but he wouldn't give me the article number. But for whatever reason, because I'm so hungry for the money right now, I was like, let's do it. So I did it like an idiot, and we shall see what happens. I get there, lo and behold, it's nothing like what he said. And I told him, this is not a job for one person. This is a job for multiple people. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I have to go. And didn't call support, but I wrote support. I let them know what the situation was. Like, it's misleading as fuck. Sorry, I gotta bounce. And that's what ended up happening. So it's just been kind of all over the place. Shafted again. Well, so it's been a day, foibles. It's been a day. Let's just say that. So it's been a really good day for the most part, but it's been kind of at the same time. Money's flowing. Well, it's not flowing, but we're making money. But because of TaskRabbit's stupid verification thing, I don't know when I'm going to get paid. It could be a week from now. It could be in about 2 or 3 days. We don't know because I made like $800 last week. And because of that, it's like, oh, you made a shitload of money in a short amount of time. You have to verify your profile now. Because we switched carriers with our payment processor. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So we'll see what happens. I just did my verification tonight. I got an email back from TaskRabbit a lot sooner, like immediate. It happened on stream. And they said that, oh, your verification's good. There's not going to be any hangups. But the Stripe notification still said it's going to be 2 to 4 business days before they'll disperse my money. And the fucked up thing is, it's already dispersed. I got my first payment dispersed from working this week. And this is just kind of what you come into when you're doing these type of things. You got to kind of be comfortable with situations like this. So I'm just kind of rolling with the punches on it. And then waiting for it to come in. So we're going to be just fine. Hopefully. I do have I'll figure it out. Oh, here's a cool thing about Chime. Check this out. This might be divulging too much information, but, you know, this is why I like to use Chime. So remember, I didn't work when I was up in Washington and came home broke, but I still had to get gas and food and shit like that. Um, Chime lets you go $100 up to $100 in the negative, and they have no fees. So I'm currently negative $96.20, but no fees. So, which don't go negative in your accounts ever. But if you have to, there's options for you out there. Which as soon as my money come in, they'll be paid up. So I ain't worried about it. Well, that's shelter. Anyway, how's training? Are you still in training? Did you graduate yet? I'm still trying to. I never fucking know with you. Genius, free money. Nothing's ever free. Trust me, that's the mentality I had years ago. Um, Let me show you guys one last thing, because I've been talking about like debts and stuff like that. Dude, let's see. The most I ever tacked on, I think it was $400 in overdraft fees, because there was overdraft fees that I got, and on top of the overdraft fees, every day that you were non-sufficient funds. Yeah. Oh, no shit, really? Like, what happened? I heard on U.S. Army What the Fuck Moments that there's been a crazy amount of micromanaging going on lately. Um, yeah, let's see. Where was I? Crazy amount of micromanaging going on. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so every day that you had insufficient funds in your account, you would then be tacked on $8 every single fucking day. And the reason why this all happened is because with I don't bank with this bank anymore. This is the reason why I left that bank. Is every transaction that you do is pending until you get paid. So a lot of my transactions would go through as pending, like it would remove the amount, but it would still say pending. It's like, well, you took the money. Well, that's out of your act. There's your actual balance, and then there's your current balance, and there are two different things. Your actual balance is how much money's in your account. Your current balance is how much money you're allowed to spend. And I'm like, okay, whatever, up until you reach zero. So what they would do is I would get paid, and then all the pendings would go away from pending to completed, but they would slot it right before I got paid. So you would have all these charges come in, throw me in the negative, give me overdraft fees, and then they would cover those fees with the money that I had gotten from work. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. You guys are fucking me. So, so this is one thing that I'm kind of like all over. And so this is my Credit Karma, without giving away too much information, but this is supposed to be zero. Whoa, no, hold on. That's supposed to be zero because all that's been paid up, but we're just waiting for it to update. So, pretty much paid off all the stuff except for my student loans, which I've already talked about that. But yeah, so it feels good. I check it every day. I check it twice. I check it in the morning when I wake up. I check it at night, like around now. It feels good. It's gonna feel even better once I see that off. Like I have all the receipts from all the collection companies I called of me paying off the settled amount. So whoa, wait. Back up, back up, back up. Hold on. Let me bring you in. Hold on. What the hell? I'm in HVAC certification school. Think it's worth it? Absolutely not. If you really, truly, honestly want to do HVAC, study on your own. Not saying that school's bad. Like it definitely helps in a lot of different arenas, but ultimately it's kind of a waste of money because you will learn more on the job, um, like real world experience. If you can go to a company, say, hey, I want to get into this field, can I be an installer, can I be a helper? They'll have you come on it with the install crew as a helper, and if you want to be a service tech, that's great. While you're working in the field, you're learning about how it all works and stuff. What you're going to do is you're going to get all that brain knowledge. In your free time, you want to study the Universal EPA 608. That's the test that you're going to take for your certification, so that you can basically work with refrigerant legally. So that's the only certification you need to become a service tech. You'll learn about electrical wiring and all that stuff while being an installer. So that's what you got to do. That's what I recommend all over the board. Fuck the school, because that's what I did, and it put me in a debt, obviously. I would say go to a company, get in with a company like entry level, and it's no matter where you're at in America, entry level for HVAC is well above minimum wage. Like they start you off anywhere from $14 to $16 an hour. I started one company at $15 an hour. It was great. It was awesome. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's do that, and in the meantime, study up for a universal EPA. Pay the $100 to take the test, because that's all you're doing in school. By going to school, ultimately, all you're doing is you're going to classes, you're learning stuff, but eventually, it all amounts up to one thing: the universal EPA 608. That's it. Once you take that test, then you're a certified HVAC technician. It doesn't mean jack shit, because you can just do that on your own. Do I have to install to become a tech after school? So after school, I started as a tech, but because of because they knew that, hey, this guy's green. Like, he's a service tech, but we want him to make sure he knows what he's doing. So I would go on a lot of install calls. I still went on service calls as a helper with, my first 90 days. They want you riding with someone before they give you your own truck. But I would go help the installers. I was installing ductwork. I was installing units, package units, condensers, evaporator coils. Like like they put me anywhere and everywhere. It depends. Some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, I don't like doing installs. I love working as a maintenance tech and doing non-ops. That's probably my favorite part of HVAC, is finding something that's broken and figuring it the fuck out, or the maintenance side of things, catching something early on and addressing it before it becomes a real issue. That's the part of the field that I love, is like the whole science behind it. As far as install work, it's back breaking basically, and depending on which region of the country you're in, if it's piecework, then well, the whole install team gets a slice of the pie, and it's up to the lead installer to divvy out who gets paid what. So if you get paid piecework as like a first on helper, you'll probably get maybe $60 to $70 for a day's worth of work, which kind of sucks. That's if that's in your part of the country. I'm in cold country. Yeah, HVAC is still needed in cold climates. HVAC isn't just about air conditioning; it's about heating as well. And we're talking about like that industry is huge, because it doesn't just mean, oh, heating and cooling. No, it means heating, cooling, radiant barriers, insulation, radiant pipes in the flooring and stuff. There are some HVAC companies that will, install the PEX pipes and stuff under the floor that runs hot water, so it literally heats the fucking floors. It's crazy. There's crazy opportunity in that field. It's so big. Casey will definitely be able to tell you about all that. Okay. Let me roll back. Let me roll back the foibles. I'm so sorry, dude. I get stuck on HVAC. I love that shit. Someone said something about IKEA too. If you're telling IKEA, I hope I run into you, because we could do a meet and greet out here in Vegas. I well, oh, that's so cool. I would totally do a meet and greet if y'all would like. Um, but I never go into IKEA ever. I was talking about this earlier. When fucking TaskRabbit gets their shit together and I finally get my money, I do want to go check out their clearance section, because I really want to get a replacement table for this piece of junk, so I have a better surface to write on. So I was going to look at their clearance stuff, because when people bring a fully assembled item in and like, hey, I want to return this, they just go back and sell it again, fully assembled at a massive discount. Okay. No, I would totally do one. But I'm in Las Vegas, so if y'all are in Las Vegas and y'all want to meet up at an IKEA and give it the bird, I am totally willing to do that. I would love to take a selfie with some fans of mine, people in the community, and just give IKEA the bird. I would love it. Um, I actually lost money on that phone I sold you a while back. All right, PayPal pinged my account with two $1 verification withdrawals. So I paid $70 to sell you that phone. What did that mean? What do you mean you paid $70? Oh, because it put you in the negative? So that money then covered the fees, I guess. I don't remember how much I gave you. I think I gave you like 60 or like I gave you like an extra 5 or $10 or some shit like that because it's what I had on me at the time. PA. That's why I go there just to walk around. Uh Aaron in PA. Okay, PA, that's yeah, trust me, there's HVAC work out there. Definitely. If you're like near major metropolitan areas, like so if you're near Pittsburgh or Philly, there's a lot of commercial work in those areas. Especially Pittsburgh. There's a lot of industrial applications for HVAC. So industrial HVAC is really good out there. Um, it's funny in retrospect. It's fucking bullshit. You know where that phone's at now? It's been sitting in the same exact spot for months. So I think back in earlier this year, cardio plus my couches to rest on, mini couches to rest on. Where are you located? In Vegas or not? If you're not in Vegas, then yeah, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Um, yeah. So my mom gave me this phone because the Nexus 6P, which I loved, it was showing its age, and I had replaced the battery and shit on it a few times. Actually, I replaced the battery twice, and it got to the point where it's just not responsive anymore. Like battery aside, it just does its thing. I sold the phone for 50. God, oh my Jesus, dude, I am so sorry. I wish you would have told me about that. If I would have known ahead of time, I would have found a better way to send you money for that. And if I would have known after the fact, I definitely would have told you fuck off with your donations, man. You spent enough already. Holy shit. You know, Foibles, I think I'm gonna have to do a special version of Shelter for you when it comes time. A special one-off, one of a kind variant cover. The Happy Friends um, edition, limited, one of one. I live in Kentucky half time, but 6 months in Vegas. So where are you now? It's no harm done. Yeah, it's no harm done because I didn't fucking know. Yeah, you're good now because you weren't in the military back then. A Vegas snowbird. So you'll be in Vegas come winter? Well, the winters here are way better than the winters in Kentucky. I can tell you that much. I think it's the dry climate. Can I get a signed copy of your book, please? So here's the deal. Uh, Hold on. I'll share this with you guys because I'm comfortable with you guys. So I've been working on this book for 3 years, right? And to make sure that I do the book justice, I need to pay to have it professionally edited, formatted, so I can get it set up on Kindle, and obviously through Kindle Direct Publishing, they also offer a on-demand printing service as well. So there's no overhead, no bulk inventory. If anyone wants a book, the moment they buy it, that's the moment it's printed, kind of deal. A lot of very, very, very successful authors utilize that platform. So yeah, if you want a signed copy of the book, we can make that happen. But I can't do it for free though. Foibles is special because he's donated an ungodly amount of money to the channel, um, all in the name of the book. So Foibles is definitely getting a very, very, very special. Once again, because he donated so much fucking money, he's gonna get his own special copy of the book. But I am launching a Kickstarter in October. And all the notes for the Kickstarter video I have to film are all right here. And yeah, there's going to be a reward tier for Kickstarter donations for a signed copy of the book. Yeah, so if you would like a signed copy of the book, I got to stick to my guns. I can't just do it free, willy-nilly to everyone else. The whole premise of this book is I want to be a professional author. People got to, I can't just spend 3 years of my life writing something then hand it out to everyone for free. We all think we're invincible. That's the thing. We all think that. Like, trust me, for so many years of my life, I felt like I was. Like, no one wants to be the side character in an anime. Like, everyone wants to be the hero. That's one of the big things with the book that I'm doing is let me pull that up. I'm gonna show for those of you that haven't seen it. I'll do it again. Um, I'm gonna show you guys the cover. This is just it's basically what the cover is gonna look like, but the finished product of the cover is gonna actually look a lot better than this. But this is basically what the cover is gonna look like for Shelter. Which, wow, you guys can hardly see it. There's more stuff down here, but for some reason it's not showing it very well. Yeah. Wow, that's really... Why is it not... Hold on, let's try that. There you go. So that's the cover for Shelter. Oh, and so what I'm going to do is, for on the Kickstarter, for the highest reward tier that's going to be there, there's going to be the proofs. So when you're an author and you publicize a book, you have to pay for and get copies of the proofs. Like, oh, here are some examples of what it's going to look like. I spent too much time on TV tropes. So the proofs for Shelter. Oh yeah, I love this cover. I came up with like when I first started writing Shelter, I already knew what I want the cover to look like, and I just think that is so fucking eye popping. It's simple, but it really draws your eye to it. Like, damn, that's dope. And it hits on the themes of the story very well, like this whole divide, and how things look different based upon your perspective, you know. So, uh, shit. Alrighty. Okay, so my deposit did come in. Thank the Lord. Alright, so that verification actually worked a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, thank God. That helps a lot. And I immediately sent that money to her because she knows what to do with it. If I hold on to that money, so now my account's back to zero. So, which that's nice. So I try not to hold too much money on me. Anytime I get money coming in, she knows she's much better with it. If I have it in my hands, I'll fuck off with it. So, um, sorry, where was I? Yeah. So the cover, what I'm gonna do with the proofs is, because you have to get proofs of the book that you're writing and all this stuff, and you have to approve or disapprove of this, that, and the other. I made a funny with no payoff. What was that? But a girl could dream. I'm sorry. I don't know where the funny was. I'm so sorry. Maybe I was so focused on this. So the proofs. So shelter, right? Oops, let me. So the way I'm going to do the proofs, there's only going to be 10 of them. So for the highest tier, there's going to be 10 proofs. I don't know what number that's going to be, but those are going to be super, super special. So for, and I'll know ahead of time when I do it. So let's say I slot 10 of them, but only 8 or 9 people fucking get them. Basically, they're going to have, it's going to be altered, right? It's going to be flipped. So this will be in black with the white up top with the black city. It'll just be inverted, basically. But those will be the only copies that are inverted. That's it. And then for a select few people in my life, you know, very, 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 very close friends and family, they're going to have their own altered one-of-a-kind copy of the book as far as the cover's concerned. So for those people, like like my stepdad, for example, he's gonna have all the white is gonna be replaced with red, EVC red, which is his fraternity. So that his color red and black will be on the cover of the book. So when he gets his copy of Shelter, it's going to be that one of a kind EVC edition. Like, here you go. Thanks for the years of support and family love and all that horse shit, you know. But it's little variations like that are going to be going out there. But the inverted proof of the book, there's only going to be 10 of them made, and they will be signed. Not just like, oh, here's a nice little signature. Because those are only going to 10 people, it's going to be fully written out. Then the other reward tiers that will be signed, depending on how many I have to sign, I might be able to write a little note or something like that. We'll kind of see when that time comes. I don't want to count the eggs before they hatch, but I just have different ideas for reward tiers and stuff. Things that are practical. So, the goal is to make the minimum so that we can get this thing edited properly so that I can... Don't miss my funny this time. I promise I won't. If you can let me know what it fucking was. Jesus Christ. Are we talking about the couches and cardio? See, man, here's the deal. I don't think the couches from IKEA are that comfortable. I mean, hell, I put them together all the time, and they're stiff as a motherfucker, dude. Those couches are uncomfortable as hell. Yeah, so basically, all of this, all this stuff, it's... What did I write there? Why did I cross it out? Oh shit. I must have wrote something there that I didn't like. So I crossed all that shit out and I have no idea what it was. So I'm gearing up for the longest no. Okay then. Well, I guess I'll wait with bated breath. Keck. It's the outlines for the rest of the book. The rest that I need to finish. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys that. I have 15 days. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. But I'm on a timeline to finish this. And I'm actually hitting on my timeline really well. So I feel really good about all of it. Hmm. Dude, I have to, man. But the reason why I have to is because of the... I'll actually read this for you guys. I think it'll actually... This will actually probably help those still watching understand what the story is actually about. Because I haven't actually even written a synopsis for it yet. That joke was funny the third time. What joke was it? But a girl can dream? Vegas, cardio... Oh, rip. My dreams have been crushed. That's okay. I'm used to being let down by famous people. I'm not famous. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that's it, right? What do you mean being let down by famous people? The Kardashians? Don't ever. No. They're gonna... Don't let them let you down. Okay, so here's all this is my notes for the Kickstarter, right? Yo, I've sent it 3 times. I'm not getting it. Whatever you're sending, I'm not getting. Hold on. Top chat, live chat, all messages. Oh my fucking god. Wow, there are so many fucking messages I'm not getting. Oh my god. Oh, I was on top chat and not live chat. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, wow. No wonder I didn't fucking see. Jesus. Let's go back in time a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, fuck Kentucky. Better than the states above it, though. Fuck them. I would be in Vegas in a few weeks. Dope. To sell ass. JK, I'm not hot enough to sell ass, but a girl could dream. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. I can donate $10,000 after selling ass to people, then get a signed copy. If you want to, I think the threshold for a signed copy is $50, which might seem pretty high, but you got to remember, I have to pay for the book myself, pay for it to be shipped to me, sign it, and then I have to pay to ship it off. So that those numbers add up pretty quick. So I'm actually probably going to see only $20 of towards the funding of the actual book and all that. So that's why the rewards are priced the way that they are, because it includes the price of the reward and also the cut that Kickstarter takes. Oh my god. Fucking rip. I said I would sell ass to get a signed copy of your book. Not to you, but Vegas bums. That's how big of a fan you are. Oh my god. I would sell my ass. I'm like, hold on. I'm like saying, I gotta say this in like the way that you were trying to mean it. I said I would sell my ass to get a signed copy of your book. Not sell it to you because you're a family man, but to Vegas bums because I'm a big fan and I want your signed copy. Could you at least tell us how the book ends? Did you block? I didn't block Potty Wars. No, nothing's blocked, but I'm live streaming on mobile, so there's like different chat things. It's weird. But it wasn't showing me all the chats. Because it's sturdy. Damn, why are you putting Amy on your bottom chat, maze? I'm just a bottom feeder, apparently. Makes sense since I'm trying to sell ass for heroin. You sound just like me. I love that for you. Okay, let me. So, I don't have an official synopsis for the story written necessarily, but I have a pitch for the Kickstarter. So, in my Kickstarter pitch, I do talk about the book. All right, so let me read this to you guys, and we'll give you an idea what the story's about. Shelter is a dystopian apocalyptic Shelter is a dystopian apocalypse following the complete collapse of the global economy after an event known to our misfit heroes as the Big Reset. Scott is a fish out of water surviving in the south side of a divided Chicago. Gangs controlling the south while the cops seize power in the north. Having come from the having come from nothing, the Big Reset and collapse of society gave him the opportunity to finally be his own man. Contrary to Scott, Andrew is the youngest child of Senator Gervais. Having been raised with extreme privilege, Andrew has spent the first year of the apocalypse behind the safety of the walls surrounding his family's estate, just outside of Grand Rapids. Having grown tired of hiding from the rest of the world, he takes a risky opportunity to prove he is a man, leaving the safety of his home. Finally, we have Danielle, CEO and founder of the cryptocurrency investment and securities company Platus. Through her diary entries, we witness the very cause of the Big Reset and finally discover those responsible for turning the world to ruin. How will Scott navigate the political and social divide of Chicago? Will Andrew be able to adapt and survive in a world so far away from the lavish comfort he is accustomed to? And how will our heroes react when they discover the truth hidden in Danny's diary? Experience their struggles, feel their heartache, and revel in their victories by backing this project. It's so, like, I'm not, like, I guess I'm biased because it's my own story. Like, I'm the one writing it and shit. But I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really fucking good. So it's like, I don't know what else to say. It's like, yeah, it's an internal bias where I'm like, I'm the shit. But no, it's really fucking good, and I've been working on it for so many years. And I think part of the reason why it took so long, it's like, yeah, I've been working a normal job and this, that, and the other. Well, the gig economy stuff. But, I've been doing so much in my life just to survive on my own, and so my own little inspirations have kind of gone into the book. But I've developed these characters with a history. Um, but I know their history, and I have a roadmap for them. I know where they want to go. But as I write, they kind of take their own little turns. Like my head turns into theirs when I write because it's first person omniscient. It's from their perspective. So as I'm writing, yeah, I might be the mastermind of how the story's going to unfold, but they kind of choose their journey. I'll write a chapter from Scott's perspective, and I have detailed out like, hey, this is like the roadmap you're taking, bud. And in the middle of it, it's like Scott's like, I wouldn't do that. No, we're gonna do this instead, and it just goes its own interesting way, and I love it. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it's I feel a lot of joy from it. Like I've been writing since I was 9, since I was my son's age, my oldest son's age. Write a 50 Shades book. Nah. I told myself if I ever wanted to just write like a quick book that would sell a shitload, it could be like a bargain book, like it's a book you could buy for like $3 or $4 or whatever, and that I could write with hardly any care to it whatsoever and make a shitload of money. That would be romance, with a slight bit of eroticness in it, and I would call it raunch. It would be definitely directed towards women. I'm telling you, man. Have you ever picked up a romance novel? Oh my god, it'll make you blush. Girls read some of the raunchiest fucking shit in the world. Okay? No, it's sweet and innocent how it's described. How he pins her against the wall and fucks her in the ass. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's raunchy. No, 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 because they love each other. Like they love each other, so it's different. It's like, get the fuck out of here. That shit's raunchy as fuck. Alright? It's like I'm telling you, romance novels are like, it's like they're written by Twitch chat. Like they're that hardcore. Jackknife Finnegan. Jack. Party is now officially started. You're going to be here for about 3 minutes and you're going to leave. But it's fine. I do the same thing to you. Keep hustling, keep streaming, bud. But since you are here, Jack, I don't know if I want to ruin the surprise or not. Jesus Christ. Then go for it. Enjoy that. TMI, my friend. Where was I? Jack, since you're here, do you want me to ruin the surprise, or do you want to wait months and months and months to figure it out for yourself? Well, you're only going to figure it out if you read the damn book, so ruin. Okay, so there are two characters. They're like only in one chapter of the book. They're like just side characters that Andrew meets along the way, and without getting into specifics. But the names of the side characters is, one is named Jack, and the other one is named Finnegan. They call him Finn. They're only in one chapter of the book. It's relatively short, but it's pretty interesting what I have these characters do. Anyway, I just thought that was a little thing that I did. You were talking about pinning them to the wall. No, I wasn't. Nice, that's pretty sweet. I'm just shooting ideas off the dome for you, brother. Yeah, pin Jack and Finnegan to the wall. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, that's a bit much. See, I told you, romance novels are just written by the chat online. That's all it takes. Got a little edging in there for the ladies. They love that. I'll have to read it for sure. Well, now you'll have to. It's like, oh shit. Okay, now I guess I have no choice. You want an autograph copy. Ooh, Jack. I will continue to write your bestseller for you. Raunch by Mace Valor. Also, guest writing his YouTube live stream. Yeah. The VOD on this will have some interesting comments. Thank you for that. Chapter 1. Jackknife Finnegan, man. You'll have an opportunity to get a signed copy for yourself once the Kickstarter is up and live. That is a reward tier. The whole premise of getting this book out there is to fucking make money off of it. But we'll see what we can do for you, since you are a friend and family, so, to a degree. Part of the good old community that we've established here. I put a post on TaskRabbit Taskers United, and I was hoping that anybody would say something on it, but no one has said jack shit yet. So here I wait. Oh, when I get the Kickstarter going, you'll definitely see it. The Kickstarter will be live about the end of the second week of October. As a female, I can say toilet sex would sell great. What the fuck is toilet sex? Jesus Christ. Maybe include a squatty potty in there. Oh, Jesus. A blink. Yeah, good job rebranding. From the author that brought you the apocalyptic drama Shelter has now come forth his magnum opus, Raunch. What kind of characters will be in Raunch? The alias to the command you sent book does not exist? That's bullshit. It should. Fucking Nightbot. What's wrong with you now? Let's see what is wrong with you now. Sign into YouTube on it. That's right. I don't need to sign up. I'm already signed up. Log in. Let's write this story now. South Shelter. Log into YouTube. Y'all motherfuckers must know each other. Y'all are in cahoots. 50 Shades of 68. It's the name of my New York Times bestseller. Alright, come on. Do your thing. Do your thing. Oh, that's the wrong one. Log out. Why did that... Log in with YouTube. Dark Blue Halo. That's the... Okay. Mace Valor. Allow. Top chatter. Foibles. And no one has used the top command at all. Wait, what? Why are there any timeouts? Why are people being timed out? Alright, sorry, I was just going over this. Never met an Amy. Kind of an outdated name. I don't know what would make a good hype team for this channel. Girls named Amy are from the 1930s. Fuck off. I'll just submit, whatever. I don't know what the hell is going on with this damn thing. Now I gotta figure out why people are being nope. Why are people being nope? Why are people being timed out? Filters. Repetitions disable. Here we go. Okay, cool. No one should be getting timed out in the future. I just cleared that up. Yeah, fuck Nightbot. Yeah, fuck Nightbot, but I have to, you know, be branded and aware. Assbot is my ass selling name. Basically, Nightbot, it's an automatic thing in chat that tells people, hey, you should subscribe, or hey, donate, or hey, comment, or whatever. The channel needs more anal beats. I think we might have some somewhere. Oh, no, we don't, because I'm not can't say the F word. Has anyone seen Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special on Netflix? Jesus Christ, calm down. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Shit's growth. Advertise yourself as a sex android. Holy shit. Alright, this is getting a bit all over the place. Okay. Well, the normal thing that happens in chat happened. So we've kind of derailed things quite a bit. And he stole my dog's girlfriend. Nightbot. Of course he did. Can someone save me from this? I'll bank everybody. No, she won't give it up. Thought you said it was long distance, so it's pretty sure it's going to be kind of hard to do that. Don't ban everybody. Jesus Christ. We don't do that here. We don't go around just banning people. Well, that's the perfect place to do the Black Sacrament. That's why the bathroom is the perfect place for the Black Sacrament. That's what we kind of hold on to that for. Maith, what's good, homie? What are your feeling words? What are feeling words? Let's bring the conversation back to Mace. Also, let's confuse the dog shit out of him. What's my love language? Attention. I don't even know what that word is. Hold on, let me Google it real quick. How do you spell this shit? My love language is attention. Kind of an attention whore. Attention and... I don't know. 5. Oh, interesting. Let's see. How do I take this test? Is there a test for it? Let's see. Test, I guess. 3 words that describe how I'm feeling right now. Hungry, anxious, bewildered, I guess. if my face didn't say it enough. Yeah. I think those would be it. I am hungry, but I will go and eat once all that's done. Oh, the stream obviously is done. Yeah, it's free. Okay. Instinctual. This test the pairs of characters. It's quicker than the other test. All right. Apathetic one. Oh man. 52 questions. Indicates your wing and whatever. Let's select your personality as compared to most people. Think of how you've been over a long period of time. Try not to go by your mood of the moment. It's also important to be as honest as possible. Try not to enter how you wish you'd be, but how you actually are. Pretty energetic, yeah. I show my emotions quite a bit. Ooh, I'm neutral on the suspicious and trusting thing. I kind of take it on true. What is this? All right, fine. Why anxious? Just because like the whole money situation with TaskRabbit. Fortunately, I did get paid today, so less anxious, I guess. But it's just I'm trying really hard to work as much as I can. Still got bills and shit to pay on top of writing all this book and stuff. So my time is like write the book, work, write the book, work, and it's just trying to keep that together, you know. Truity, grad test, personality test. Okay, here we go. Takes 10 fucking minutes. All right, let's do this. I very quickly notice mistakes or errors. Pretty accurate. Well, like others. I don't notice mine very much. I kind of gloss over them, but if there's another one out in the open, I do notice it. So it's important for me to be needed by other people. Super accurate. It's important for me to be successful. Accurate. It's important for me to feel passion in my life. It's accurate. I find my mind to be in a very interesting place. Oh, yeah. I tend to be more aware of danger than the people around me. I'm kind of oblivious to both, I guess. So, no, that's inaccurate. I get excited about possibilities. Oh, I get lost in a daydream of what if. I see myself as powerful. I don't think I'm weak, but I don't know if I would truly see myself as powerful. That kind of dictates, that's predicated on my feeling of success. If I am killing it when it comes to work, I feel powerful because of that success. It's kind of attributing the two. I feel like I'm getting something done. The more I get done, the more powerful I feel. But if I don't get a whole lot done, then not so much. It often feels like too much trouble to try and ask for what I want. Yes. I strive for perfection. Yeah. I work hard to help others. I try as much as I can. I want people to admire me. Yeah, because I'm an attention whore. Fuck yourself, Nightbot. I have bittersweet memories of the past. Accurate. I'm a person who thinks deeply about things. Pretty accurate. I think about what I would do in emergency scenarios. Everyone wants to be a hero. Absolutely. Having freedom is extremely important for me. Super accurate. Other people often see me as angry. Somewhat accurate. It's more than neutral. It's important to me to keep harmonious relationships. Yes. I resent people who do not do things correctly. I don't know if I would resent them. Like, I don't know. No, it's. I'll just keep that one neutral because it doesn't. It's not really like a hanging thing. Like I might get pissed off in the moment, but I'm not gonna fuck up. Like think the worst of them for the rest of eternity. It's important for me that other people like me. Yes, that's why I have a YouTube channel, right? I want other people to see how successful I am. Mm, that's a weird one. I like talking about my success, but it's not to flaunt off my success. It's to share it, and hopefully that other people can emulate that. So I guess that's by that statement alone, it's accurate. I want people to see how successful I am, but the root cause of that is because, like my YouTube channel, for example, I talk about what's going on in my world as far as my own success goes, so we can kind of bounce off each other, kind of deal. But just by going off of what this says, yeah, sure, I'll just say accurate. I've always felt different from other people. I often need space to process my own things on my own. Not really. I'm always aware of the risks of whatever I'm doing. I'm always aware, but I ignore them. I get anxious when I start to feel trapped or constrained. Not necessarily. Your D&D alignment is neutral good by the sound of it. So far. But yeah, I always thought of myself as being neutral good. Um, Not necessarily lawful, but not chaotic neither. So my strength intimidates other people. I couldn't intimidate a child, and believe me, I've tried. Foibles or no, hopefully you know where that's from. I'm often unclear on what I want out of a situation. Inaccurate. Next page. God, this is taking forever. All right. I feel resentful when others do not work as hard as I do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like when I'm working with someone and they don't pull their weight. That's bullshit. I need a lot of love from others. Yeah, I do. Your strength of conviction, maybe. It's important for me to achieve great things. Yes. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. Yeah. I tend to analyze things from a distance. Don't know what that means, so I'll say no. It's important for me to get prepared for any emergency. Well, it's important, but do I actually do it? No. So, inaccurate. I feel. I like to feel I have many options in life. Yeah. I tell people what I think, even if it's hard to hear. Yes. My first instinct is to agree with other people. No. I usually tell them why they're wrong. It's important for me to do things correctly. Yes. I find ways to be important in other people's lives. I want to achieve a lot in life. I feel emotions very deeply. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people do. Yeah. I'm very good at imaging worst case scenarios. Yeah, it's like a 50-50 on that. It's like I'm good at it, but it's like I don't do it enough. I don't think of disasters quite often. Amy and Nathan, y'all still here? I see the positive in every situation. Try to. I often feel I am the bravest or strongest person in a situation. No. I'm happy to let other people take the lead. Yes, I am. I'm very critical of myself. I'm a natural caretaker. I don't think so. I work hard to be recognized for my accomplishments. Yes. Can't you tell? I'm just a giant attention whore. What? Why did you ban them? What the hell, Foibles? Amy's a fucking mod. Jesus. Why would you ban them? I often grieve for what I have lost. Yeah. I truly enjoyed solitude. No, I don't. Did you ban them or what? Oh, thank fucking God. I'm always aware of what could go wrong in a situation. I love a new adventure. I feel powerful when I'm angry. No, I feel weak when I'm angry. I feel like, oh, well, then I'm doing this test for nothing then. But there's a few more pages left. Might as well finish it. I will do almost anything to avoid conflict. I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right. I feel that others don't do as much for me as I do for them. I impress others with my achievements. I don't feel like I do. Sometimes I just want to feel melancholy for a while. Well, who doesn't? I'm the most comfortable when I'm alone? No. Most people are too careless about matters of safety. Tend to be more optimistic than most people. I do not hesitate to call people out when they're behaving badly. I often go along. Oh, wait, I'm not blocked. Amy shows her face. I'm sad. What? I was taking it too. Oh, okay, y'all are good. Y'all are good. I often go along with what other people want. I notice when very small details are out of place. I am the giver in my relationships. That is very accurate. It's important to me to be in a position where I am respected. I look for romance in my life. I think deeply about things. I think a lot about what I would do if things go wrong. I get bored with situations, yeah. My attention span's ass. I tend to feel that I'm capable of handling anything. Yeah, my ego gets the best of himself. I find it difficult to speak up for myself. Not really. In fact, I'm too willing to do that. I judge myself harshly when I make mistakes. Oh yeah, I feel good when I know other people need me. Yeah, I want to be the best at everything I do. I often feel overtaken by emotions. Sometimes, yeah. I enjoy acquiring knowledge. I tend to be suspicious of people's motives. Not entirely. No. I frequently make changes in my life when things get boring. I often take action when others are unsure of what to do. Yeah, that's usually how it works. Like, well, we can't come up with this. Well, fine then. I'm taking the lead. Usually how it works. I'm easily influenced by other people. Not really. I get a lot of satisfaction out of correcting things that are wrong. Yes. I like to be around people who I can help. I define myself by my achievements, not necessarily. I find creative ways to express my emotions to an extent. I need time to contemplate things alone. Nope. I pick up on small signals that may go wrong. I think so. I'm good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. Yeah. I'm not afraid to tell someone that I think they're wrong. I let other people make their decisions. Usually let them, yeah. I quickly sense when authority figures are not trustworthy. Ooh, yeah. I find there are few people I can really trust. Yeah. Next page. Mm. Not that MBTI isn't utter horseshit. I'll say it too. I'm type 2. Okay, submit. Just show me my results. Okay. Wow, why can't it just show me my damn score? Type 2, 94% match. Type 2 can be described as the giver. Twos want to be liked and find ways that they can be helpful to others, so where they can be along. 82% type 3 match. 92 type 4. Why can't it just tell me like the damn thing? Ugh. So I guess I'm type 2 because that's the highest percentage. Gotta serve you an ad first. I know. I'm the giver. Warm smile and eyes, approachable, radiates kindness, vocal volunteer activist, team player, caring, gentle, nurturing, patient. Hey, Foibles, can you do me a favor? Can you can you go on my Discord and share the link so these guys can be a part of the Discord server? I can't do it on the iPad currently because it just won't fucking let me. If you can do that, that'd be dope. Look at the pie chart. Yeah, 2. So 2, 4, and then 1. It's not even showing me what type 1 is, though. It just shows 2 through 9. It doesn't show type 1. Oh, yeah, type 1 is at the bottom, but it's perfectionist. But yeah, so is there like another page to go to where it tells you more? Because it's just listing, hold on. Like, it's just listing the types and the percentages of the matches. So I don't know what it wants from me. So I guess that's 2, 4, and 7. Enthusiast. Want to have as much fun and adventure as possible. 4 is romantic. 4s want to be unique and experience deep emotions. And 2, the giver. 2s want to be liked and find ways that they can be helpful to others so that they can belong. Click on the type. Warm smile and eyes, approachable radiates kindness, vocal volunteer, smooth flowing movements. I want to know about smooth flowing movements. Interesting. Well, I guess that's my thing. So it answers your question. I don't have Discord. I'm shy. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh well. It's just the easiest way to coordinate any meet and greets or whatever the fuck. So otherwise, there's no, or there's always Twitter. Do have Twitter. I'm an activist for autism inclusion, so type 2. I try to love Twitter. Oh, what got you in line with that? That's pretty cool. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, I was just curious as what got you in line with being an activist for that. My new label? What is my new label? Oh, that's pretty dope. What do you mean they're not allowed basic rights? Type 2, you silly sausage. Well, it makes sense. I am the romantic giver. The part of the romance thing that kind of hits me the most is the emotion thing. Debunking myths on autism and making them more accepted. That's dope diggity. That's good. I like that. I don't really see how that's necessarily such a bad thing. Like, why someone should be demonized just for the way that they're born, or at least seen in a negative light, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so the giver part I can understand. The romance, just making the world a more loving and accepted place. Yeah, except for trannies, we don't care about them. I kid. Of course we care about trannies. I just don't think they need a fucking parade. Nightbot, shut your fucking mouth. Do you want me to turn it off? Do I need to turn it off? Is that it? Will that help you out, Foibles? Do I have to go on and turn this off? Well, the can't make friends thing, that's, it's kind of up to the environment in which they're placed. It's not like it's illegal for them to make friends. Like, they can make friends. There are outlets for that. But I see what you mean. Can't see movies or musicals. Are they not allowed in places or something? Luigi, just remember. What are we remembering? Uh, it gets greater later. Oh yeah, we've talked about this. I can't change the title, obviously, midstream, so it is what it is. Um, you can't get jobs, can't see movies or musicals. I'm pretty sure they could go in places. There's shouldn't be any like no, the movie theater can't be like, oh, you're not allowed in here. You're autistic. I can't see how that even being legally allowed. Oh, that is a major misconception. Um, yeah, that's that part. I can see a lot more what you're talking about now. No, you don't. That is like archaic. That's like some shit that kids would think in fucking elementary school or some shit. I can see where you're coming from with that. I totally get. I'm the kind of guy that I always look at both sides of something. So let's take a look from this perspective. I agree that that would be a wonderful thing. There's a movie theater that's it's if they had a certain wing and certain showings that were adapted for people with special needs and stuff, that would make perfect sense. And yes, you're right, there is a market for it. But you have to spend dollars facilitating, structuring, and advertising that service. And using the movie theaters for an example, that's a lot of funding to go to something that it's unknown how much money it could. So someone has to take the jump, basically. Like let's say Regal or AMC or whatever. One of these companies has to take the jump to instigate a program like that. I'm about to hit this bowl and listen till I fall asleep. Lol. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. Like at least one or two. I think that would be acceptable. Especially like a lot of times I used to work in the movie theater years ago, and there are lulls in the middle of the day where it could easily you could have someone you could have a theater that's acceptable for that. In the middle of the day, in the middle of the week. You know what I mean? Or several times in the middle of the week. Several times. I'm talking too much. And they miss so much with their peers because of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's nice to have something in life to fight for. My thing, it's always been veterans. Have one showing of a musical with lights on and reduced noises. That's dope. Yeah, and that's just Foibles is right about that fact. You could structure it in such a way to where it caters to the most it possibly can. It tries to hit a spectrum of different needs without well trying to accommodate as many as possible. But he's right. There are going to be certain people that fall through the cracks, and it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, how much money can a company or a place spend just for one person to go in? to spend on one ticket for one showing of a film. Um, you know, so I think to do it like somewhat broad, you have one showing, uh, 3 or 4 times a week in one theater at a given time. No, I believe it. Don't get me wrong. I'm very, I look at both sides of it. Like I totally get and understand where you're coming from, and I agree with a lot of it. But then I look at the practical ramifications of it, currently. Okay, so let's break this down and see how can we kind of make it work. And agreeing with you to the extent of we can make it work for a general amount of people, but to specify per individual, that's where it gets difficult. Logistically challenging. That's all. That's it. It's the logistics of it are, you would need to the whatever theater, for example, theater is structuring this needs to get in touch with professionals, people that know what the hell they're doing. They're trained academics, people that have worked in the field, people that have been side by side like you, with these individuals that know how this stuff is properly catered to. Okay, you heard it here first. Oh, I believe it. When people stick to something and they follow through with it, it comes out. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Hmm. Where was I? Graduate in December. Where are you attending school? Uh, let's see. I went to so many different schools, man. Foibles, did you go to college at all? Or did you just say, fuck it? What's wrong with your mouth, bud? And this is why my advocations for veterans. And it's not so much like, oh, we should give veterans more money. No debt either. Oh, congratulations. That's what's wrong with my mouth, buddy. What's wrong with my mouth? I used to be really embarrassed by it, but it just kind of is what it is. When I was in the army, right before getting out, I had some routine fillings that were done. Um, Not routine, you know what I mean. I should have had them in the first place if I would have taken better care of myself. But I had some fillings done. They weren't set properly, and the very next day they fell out. Made an appointment, and finally a week later, I was able to go back and got an appointment. Went to see the doctor. Well, the doctor was like, well, we're kind of booked up right now, and technically they would classify yours as an emergency, but aren't you getting out the army soon? And I was like, well, yeah, I actually leave in like a month. I'm ACAPing currently, and you know, going through dental is part of the ACAPing. Ooh, nice. 21, no debt, and a bachelor's. Congratulations. That is a fucking achievement. You should be proud of that. Um, where was I? Hmm. Uh, yeah, because I was ACAPing, they're like, well, you're getting out the army anyway. Get in line with the VA. The VA will take care of you instead. And I was like, well, you guys are supposed to make sure that I'm good before I go. I just need these fillings done. And they're like, it's Christmas time. We really can't slot you in. We'd have to push off another appointment in order to get you in. So just don't worry about it. So I went to Seattle. That's where I moved to when I got back from Korea. Oh, oh, I got you. No worries. Yeah, yeah, definitely hold on to that. Um, in Seattle, I got hooked up with an appointment from the VA to get seen by a dentist to get the fillings taken care of. You think you'll ever move to the? Do you think I'll ever move back to the East Coast? No. I mean, I don't want to just say no. I mean, anything's in the realm of possibility. Anything's better than Nevada. Um, God, my brain is just. Um, I got back in Seattle, got in line with the VA, and I think it's 90 days was the window or something like that. And you have 90 days to get your appointment and be seen and still be taken care of under the TRICARE insurance, which is what we had when we were in the Army. Well, when I was in the Army. Well, my appointment just so happened to be 2 weeks after the cutoff date because, the VA and shit. And that was so fucked. So I get to my appointment, move to Kentucky, you fuck face. Why should I move to Kentucky so bad? Uh, I know one place in Kentucky. Oh fuck, what's it called? Louisville. Sorry, that got aggressive. Too much Pepsi got me wound up. Pepsi, Pepsi. Oh no, that's the devil's drink. It's all about Coca-Cola. Yeah, so my appointment date was past the cutoff, so they wanted me to pay out of pocket. I just got off the military, so didn't really have the money for that, so couldn't do it. And for years, I went without dental insurance, and it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then the Orajel just helps with my mouth, keeping it like from hurting and shit. So I've done really good of like oral hygiene since I got out, but the damage that's already done is just there, So it's kind of shit. So that's another thing that, in line with becoming debt free finally, the only thing I have left to pay off is my student loans, but all my other debts are done. Thank God. So yeah. Uh, no. I don't even know this person. Um, well, no, he's not my type. No one's type. Uh, Sorry, Mace. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Trust me, not offended at all. Hell, I don't even know you and or what you look like. So, anyway, where was I? This is Mace Your Face. This has been an interesting year for me. With Valor. 2019's been a very interesting year. I started this year off with very little hope for a lot of stuff, But like, dude, I'm telling you, being a narcissist, it's something about it is just invigorating, knowing how awesome you are. You know what I mean? It would have to be all about me. Well, yeah. Like, yeah, that's the whole thing, right? When you're a narcissist, the world revolves around you. It's kind of like that tragic character flaw, depending on the temperature outside. LOL. Well, in Kentucky, it's all fucking humid and shit, dude. Ugh. This has been just an interesting year, and it's not over yet, but I'm feeling really good about it. I focused so much on work and writing that I've set so much else aside. I'm just really glad that I did. Because 15 days. Shave your beard. I'm actually going to be shaving my beard pretty soon. For autism. I'll be shaving my beard for shelter because I gotta look good for this Kickstarter video. But bring on the baby face. That's cancer, homie Nathan. Yeah, there's a few books that, and there's homages too. There's certain characters with certain names that are given, for inspirations and whatnot. Now, I don't count my chickens before they hatch, right? But I already know what happens after shelter. So shelter is, I've been working on this for 3 years. And when you think on it for 3 years, it evolves, right? And in that time, it expands. And certain parts of the story you got to push out, and it's like that's not going to work. This is where the story's going. So, as far as the roadmap is concerned, I know what happens to our heroes after Shelter. I know where they're going. I know the new characters that will be introduced in the future. Selling ass for autism awareness. That's funny. If you believe in something enough to do that, then it's got to be worth something. So it ain't so bad. Hey, you believe in it, so that there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so I know where these characters are gonna go. Um, I'm not. I'm gonna finish on Shelter. All the ideas that take place in the story after Shelter, I'll get to that eventually, and I'm gonna focus on Shelter, and that's it. But oh man, if Shelter does good, because it's written as standalone, there's enough wavering questions and lingering mysteries at the end of it. Like a lot of things are wrapped up for the core story, for Shelter, but there's enough of a bigger, you know, that it can move on very easily. But you can just read Shelter and be done. And if Shelter is successful to the point where I can quit my day job and write, then yeah, I will be writing Refuge, which introduces a new character, which is one that I really like. How do you feel about shaving your nipples? I try to do it regularly because I don't like hearing nipples on me or anyone else, I guess. I don't know. But it's probably been a couple weeks, so it doesn't look too flattering at the moment. Um, yeah, so this character, I can't say the name of the location that they're at because it would ruin too much. But this character, oh man, I can't even talk about this character. I can't say anything about this character because it would fuck so much up if I were ever to write this next one. But Mad, man, this character Mad is dope. Dope diggity. Mad and Salt. Who else? MADD. Mad. Like Mutually Assured Destruction. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Jesus fucking Christ. Foibles, can we get this back on track? Jesus Christ. Oh man. It's as if you're in the same room. It's funny. Mad Salt. Who is the other Mad Salt? What is it? D? MSD. David. Mad Salt and David. Those are the three new characters that are introduced into the chaos of the Shelter series. But we're just going to focus on Nesto. There is some sort of whatever going on here. I don't even know at this point. It's definitely off the rails. So, ADHD. Panel. Jesus. No, there's nothing wrong with that. My oldest son he's diagnosed with ADHD. And he spent the summer out here. He spent a few months out here. It was really nice. It was good. It was a good father-son bonding time. But he's back up on what's bad. TaskRabbit? Oh, wow. We're so past that right now. Watch the VOD. Definitely watch the VOD. Adderall is what's up. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with Mike when he was here. And he's back up in Washington, started 4th grade, and I'm back to working and writing. I'm at a loss. I gotta do a bed check. Oh, you're on duty right now, dude? Fire guard. That's what they call it. Or CQ. God, man, the fucking micromanaging of the damn army. Well, that's good. Having like something to. I'll take Adderall like it's my job. Yeah, it's having like a project to work on and something to do. It's very beneficial and helpful. So working in HVAC gives you something to focus on, things to pay attention to. It's very good for that. Where's Spotify? There you are. Damn. Something mellow in the background. Every 4 hours is what's up. No sleep. Oh, speaking of post-apocalypse, right? And since you mentioned no sleep, one of the most interesting post-apocalyptic stories I've seen is what the fuck is it called? Hold on. What up? YouTube's got their bullfuckery going on again. Font size 200%. Subtitles on YouTube. I sleep after I sell ass to get a copy. Mace trying to be out of here getting copyright claim. I don't know. It's just the quiet man. Basically, man. Dude, maintenance magician, what's up? All right, tell you what. I will give you a signed copy of Shelter, but I need to know who the fuck I'm sending it to. So hit me up on the DMs and Twitter, and we'll arrange it. Since you've pestered me enough about it. But you're the only one, no one else. Oh, which one? Both the boys are good, and their mothers as well. Speaking of my oldest, don't really know what's going on with his mom. Even though me and that bitch have a history of aggression and just hate towards all the bullshit she put me through, all that stuff's gone now. So I shouldn't. I don't know. Anyway, I've tried to assist her. I've tried to be there for her. I've tried to encourage her, and Michael's up in Washington with my mom because that's where the schools are good. He's getting the counseling he needs. He's away from the desert. Don't assume my pronouns. Sorry about that. It is 2019 after all. Just tuned in. What happened? We're just kind of having a round table at this point. oddly enough keeps getting geared back to sex, which I don't know, man. Yeah. No, so to make a long story short, my ex-wife put out a bogus child support claim against me, and it racked up $43,000 in debt for me. And this year, I cleared all of it without paying a penny. Well, I paid $1,500, but I cleared it all out. I got the past due amount waived down to zero, and the account was closed. And she, we went in together, and she's, admitted like, hey, this amount that he owes is not accurate, and we zeroed it out. But there was still money owed to the state because she did get benefits. She was double dipping, and I just wanted it closed and done with, so I paid the $1,500. Otherwise, it would have been like a long legal proceeding to fix it. Otherwise, and I'm trying to clean up my credit sooner rather than later. So took care of that, and since then, when our son went up to Washington to live with my mom and stepdad, the whole point of it was so that I can get my shit together, like clean up my credit, and that she could go to school. Well, she was in college, or a technical school, a trade school, whatever thing for some odd shit, and she should have been done and had a job by the time, within a year. She didn't flunk out; she just didn't go. Like she went every now and then, but then she didn't go. She missed enough days for them to kick her out. Uh, I don't know. I'm so lost, man. It is off topic. I mean, I guess it depends on the situation overall, but you're like generalizing shit to the max. I don't even have pronouns. God damn it, foibles. What is this? Yeah, sure, whatever foible said. What? He, she, it, you, we, they, amateur nouns, woozits. Foibles, are you making up fucking words now? Because I just googled that shit and I'm not getting jack shit. Oh my fucking god. Here we go. You know what a pronoun is, right? Right, a noun that has lost its amateur status. But seriously, oh, I get it. Pro-am. Oh my god, I'm so stupid sometimes. This is why I usually stream on Twitch. Hit me. Speaking of which, Nightbot, don't forget to like and subscribe. Which elbow is your favorite? Peculiar question. Also, everyone on the dude is everyone on the everyone on the internet is a dude until proven otherwise. All right, so your question: which elbow is my favorite? Well, probably this one because it's got the tattoos on this arm. So I guess that. Peculiar question. What's with the question? That's. I mean, I'm fine with it. You ask whatever the hell you want. I'm open book, remember? But just curious. Oh boy. Where? Watching you guy. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. I've had some like, let's see. I've had back when the stream was popping, man. Or I will argue with anyone about anything on Twitch. Holy shit, man. Those were the days. We had some crazy people come in, boys, girls, it didn't matter. And that was back when we had it set up with Discord, so we would have people come on the show. And I'm telling you, man, there were actually some pretty cool chicks that actually watched the show. That's disgusting. You play PUBG. You know, for a little while I did. I don't stream video games very often because I'm not the most entertaining person in the world. I'm just trying to throw something you've never been asked before. Oh, okay. Well, just kind of, I don't know. I'm so used to the random shit when it's on Twitch. I don't usually get that on YouTube. When it's YouTube, people are a little bit more. We joke and we have fun, but it's usually more because this audience is like more so like the whole gig economy folk and whatnot. So, we kind of focus a little bit more on serious shit. But no, don't get me wrong. Perfectly fine with the oddball questions. We are just chilling right now. So. Oh, me? Why don't you just become YouTube famous enough to get a decent check from YouTube each month? I get a check at least every other month, like every like 2 months, sometimes 3. Just depends on how my ad rates are doing. Like I should be getting one. I checked my AdSense account. I should be getting one this month. Can't say 100% for certain, but I'm pretty sure. Because it's weird how they calculate the dates. Because sometimes you'll meet the threshold, but it won't calculate it until after the payment's already, like the payment date, which I think is the 23rd or 21st. It'll calculate it after it's already passed. So that's riveting and makes me want to vomit in my mouth. Holy shit. Okay. No, that's the thing. I know how to edit. You can go through my backlog of videos from a couple years ago, or even a couple this past year, but no, not this past year. No, go back to between 2018 and 2016. There's a lot of really good edits in there. There are some videos I spent a lot of fucking time on. Really decent edits, all that shit. Scripted, like all that jazz. But I don't have the fucking time, dude. Like, I don't even have the time. Like, you can ask Foibles. Like, we used to chit chat. What's the name of that Discord group? The Happy Friends Club or some. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a bunch of us buddies, guys. It was like a guys' room thing. Okay. And because I chose to focus right in on the book, I no longer went in there. The only reason why I was able to stream this past Super Friends, there you go, Super Friends. Yeah, I don't go in there anymore and it sucks. A lot of my friends that wanted to even hang out just talking on Discord and shit, I didn't have time for it anymore. Luckily enough, I got to stream. Okay, well, Deuces, hey, thank you for dropping by and thank you for being as riveting as you are. As you are. Yeah, we will await the return. But you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining the conversation and being a ray of sunshine. Leaving the wind. No, it's just the poop talk. But you do you be you. It's just and come back when I'm needed most. Okie dokie. Practically perfect in every way. Well, all right. Well, I guess we will see. Anyway, where was I? That's a new one. I've been called a lot of different things based upon the way I look, and that's a new one. Okay. I don't know what I said to irritate you. Maybe this isn't the space for you. But like I said, nonetheless, I do appreciate you coming by. So if you want to, again, go for it. But I don't want to offend anyone, I guess. I don't. Yeah, see, this is what happened, foibles. We get off the rails, and I don't know how to react. So. Do I have Asian descent? No. No, I'm just fucking exhausted. Educate myself on the movies. Not big on musicals. Fucking Christ, though. I'm trying really hard not to think about it. There was this one musical that I heard this fucking song at the beginning of the fucking year, and I swear to God, like even like a week ago, this song magically popped in my head. So I'm just trying to ignore this song before it starts ringing in my ears. Next topic. Yeah, I do. I am fully educated. I am really educated in a lot of movies, just not musicals. Like Moulin Rouge, I enjoyed. Chicago was all right. Oh, that. Oh, you're a codfish. Okay, yeah. So I am totally, completely, vastly ignorant of whatever that is from. So now I know. Uh, it was kind of a nonsense love story. Yeah, it was, but the music was good. Come on, man. Most love stories are fucking nonsense. You know, from everyone's perspective except for the people in it. So, like Titanic. Titanic was a nonsense love story. You fucking kidding me? Twilight was a nonsense love story. The only love story I could think. I'm not. No. No. I don't even know the name of the song, but I remember how it goes. And it's like nails on a chalkboard for me at this point in my life. And soundtrack was fucking choice, dude. Oh man, all those fucking classic rock songs. Love catchy songs. Well, sorry, can't do it. I can't do it. It'll get stuck in my head again. I ain't letting that happen. Um. Oh, it's starting to get there too. What else? The only love story in some kind of cinema, Hades Town. It's a Greek. It's a. I don't. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm forgetting it completely. It's gone. Something about some idiot in a bathroom. That's all I can remember. I'm not gonna like bring the tune out because it will invoke the gods of whatever, and it will be in my head all fucking night. Um, what else? Yeah, Jim and Pam from The Office. That's a real love story right there. That's the one. That's the one that everyone wants. That Jim and Pam unconditional love romance. I told you, I'm. It's something about someone in a bathroom. Donate $30. I'm not that hard for cash where I need $30 to sing a fucking song. And I don't want people donating because I'm a fucking trained monkey. All right? People should only donate because they just fucking wanna. But you don't need to. I streamed for shits and giggles. It's like, you ever play The Sims? I don't have a lot of social interaction in the real world, so this is my way of bringing my social meter up. As uncomfortable as parts of it may get, I enjoy talking with people online. Some more than others, obvious. I'm gonna act like I never saw that. Hold on, I gotta cover up that thing because it'll get in my head. Try not to invoke. Uh, Alright, the alert went away. Okay. What's a shitty song? Thank Christ. Never said it was good. I just said it's catchy. There's a lot of songs out in the world that are catchy. Doesn't mean that they're good. There's a lot of Justin Bieber songs out there. I don't like them. Some of them good, a lot of them bad. And some of them are just plain catchy. Get stuck in your head and it rattles around your brain noggin all fucking day. All right, what time is it? All right, I did tell myself that I need to stream more. What? Hold on. This is work. Hold on. Hey, this is Zachary. Thanks for doing the job. My mom lives in the house in Henderson near the M Resort. The dresser should be installed, centered under the TV in the living room. The chairs go all up in the same place near the alley in the kitchen. It's not volunteer, right? Yeah, the M Resort is right there, so perfect. I'll just coordinate in a job for Wednesday. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Speaking of catchy, what's catchy? Oh, yeah, anyway, where was I? I had to respond to that client. I guess we have some newcomers here and foibles, so I'm just talking to whoever's here. But for the sake of prosperity, because people actually fucking do watch the VOD all the way to the end. I don't know why, but they do it. So it's been an interesting year. I've made a lot of strides personally, and thank you guys for helping me keep my sanity. There have been sacrifices this year. I've had to miss out on opportunities and shit, and to kind of focus on this. Focus on finishing this up. And I'm glad it's basically there. I'm sorry if I don't make regular content. I'm sorry that there's so much more gig economy stuff I could talk about. There's so much more political stuff I could talk about and make full-on videos on, and critiques and this, that, and the other. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I've known for a very long time what I want to do with my life. And that is this. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I gotta just, it's pretty fucking good. So I think this is a decent shot of finishing this, getting it out there, and just finally just closing out this year. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And it's gonna be done. It'll be out. It may not be out. It won't be out at the end of this year, but it will be done and then off to editing by the end of the year. So that's what we're shooting for. Release hopefully around February, March. Latest would be May or June, but it should have a relatively decent turnaround once it's done. But all that matters is the fact that I've been writing for my entire life, and I finally found a story worth telling. I finally found one worth seeing to completion. I finally found one worth writing from beginning to end. And I appreciate you guys sticking around nonetheless. Through my live streams, through my sporadic uploads whenever I do decide, my lack of scripting, my lack of creating a thumbnail and keyword generation and all this shit with SEO. I just thank you guys for being around. It means a lot. I guess that's the long and the short of that. That's my thank you to y'all. So, what do you guys have for me? Um, I guess that's probably it then. Okay, here's what I will do. I am going to run to the restroom real quick. And I'll be right back, and hopefully you guys have something for me. Shall see. What I do? Bitched at for opening and closing doors. What did you miss? I walked off to the bathroom real quick. I guess that's that. Doesn't really seem like it's too lively anymore, so it might be a good place to cut it. But like I said, I do appreciate everyone. Newcomers, oldies, OGs, Henry Cavill is recently added to his stories on Instagram. I don't care about that. I'm just chilling now. Thinking of closing it down. I need to write more, so I need to get back on it. Let's see, where am I at now? I have to go back. I did a full out yeah, it does seem to be winding down. Well, it seems to be winding down, but then people start coming in for whatever reason. Oh, there was a... Shit. I just remembered something. There was an extension I had to do. Hey, what's up, dude? Are we streaming at a decent hour for you? Probably not. Oh, nothing. Some dumb song. Don't worry about it. 6 a.m. Hey, it shouldn't be too bad. Where was it? Did I? Oh yeah, that one's already all. Okay, those are just secondary then. Okay, cool. So I do need to go back and expand chapter 12, so I think I'll work on that tonight. Oh, okay. Got like a small case of insomnia. So you just came on right when I was wrapping up, and I just said something so nice about all y'all OGs. So I appreciate this past year having you guys in my life. It means a lot to me because my focus has been Shelter, which I'm gonna get ready to work on. No, it's all good, dude. You guys do you. You know, you're always here anyway. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so I there's this part of this outline I have to do is I need to expand chapter 12 so it links up better with chapter 16, because after chapter 12 we don't hear from Drew for a while. Yo, peace. What's up? Wanted to come sooner, but I was a bit anxious. Just woke up from a nightmare. Holy shit, what was it? So we don't, after chapter 12 we don't hear from Drew, one of the other characters, for 4 chapters. 13, 14, 15, and 16 are all Scott chat. Holy shit, was it? No. For 3 chapters, we hear from Drew again in chapter 16, briefly, and then we jump back into Scott because holy hell, what was it? 17. Where are my notes on 17? I had the most notes on chapter 17. That's 18. Where are my notes on 17? I have to find those somewhere. Because 17... Hold on. Oh, man, I'm all over the place with this shit. 16, 18... 17. Run, Boy, Run. It's the longest chapter in the story. So, 17 is a big one. I think it's going to clock in at close to 18... No, close to between 8 and 9,000 words. It's the biggest bulk of what I have left to write. As far as chapters go, I've kind of held off on it for a while. I kind of want to polish up things around it, but kind of see what Scott does. See how he gets out of this pickle that he put himself in. Hey, man, just keep doing it, right? It's, you can have all these great ideas in the world, but unless you actually work on them to put them out there, nothing will ever come from it. And that's the hardest part, is about the diligence of keeping going. And you can see, dude, like, I'm fucking exhausted. Since I got back from Washington, it's just been up until 3 in the morning writing. And I include the time where I literally just sit and stare at a blank screen, waiting for the words to come. I include that time and the energy it takes. Anyway. Let's see. Where's my... So was there anything else going on, y'all? No, 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 no drugs for me. I'll pass. Yeah. No, no, never really much of a big fan. Um, not, it's, anyone can do whatever, you know. No judgment on anyone that does that shit, you know what I mean? But me personally, just medication for panic. Jesus Christ. Sorry to hear that, brusky. Where in the world is my... Celery juice? That's good, dude. My RuneSkin account is really popping off lately. Just brag on myself. I have a job at 11 tomorrow. It's not going to take too long, fortunately. Do I have any other hobbies? I was writing in video games, definitely video games, but I don't really have the finances nor the time to dive into that. Yeah, but lately I'm just always exhausted. I'm trying so hard to finish this book. It's like taking its toll on me, but we're almost at the 2 week mark, so we can just, I don't know, it'll be all over with soon. Some sort of art is relaxing. How do you go about publishing a book? Like after writing, how do you publish it? So, I am going the Kindle Direct Publishing route. It means more money for me and it's cheaper for y'all. I don't have to. Well, also means cheaper for me as well, in the grand scheme of things. So you can self-publish, but you have to pay for editing and formatting and all the normal stuff that you would have a normal publisher. Having an agent and the publishing house do all that stuff for you. But all those costs come to you. You could spend a crazy amount of money for no fucking reason, or you could be relatively decent about being able to afford it all on your own, which is the kind of route that I'm taking. So I'm not going to have any inventory necessarily. It's all going to be like basically it's going to be printed through Kindle's print on demand. So there is going to be a print version of the book, but it'll also be an there will also be a digital version of the book. And to make a long story short, because there's a lot of intricacies, there's certain ID numbers that coincide with the book that has to be registered under. There's all sorts of different things you got to do. But the long story short is I'm going through Kindle Direct Publishing because it's the cheapest and also the most profitable option in the marketplace right now for what I'm trying to do. I'm going to start a Kickstarter for it to raise the funds so that it can be professionally edited. One way or another, the book will be released. The quality of it kind of depends on, the final polish, which is what you need a second pair of eyes for, a professional set of eyes where they can really go in and edit it properly and format it too, so that, it's all the margins and everything. Zemfrit is live. Yo, boy, why am I still following this fucking piece of shit? Fucking asshole. Anyway, it's, I don't know, some fucking idiot on Twitch. Like, I don't know why I still follow him, because every time I fucking see his alerts, I get fucking pissed off. Anyway. Of course, cussing. Yeah, so if I make the minimum, then yeah, we'll do the bare minimum that's required to make sure it's professionally edited and put out. But there will be stretch goals. God knows, maybe the book will actually make a decent amount of coin. And yeah, I do on Twitch. It's just, I was kind of like out of nowhere. I was streaming on YouTube when I got home from work, and we've kind of been here for a while. So I'm actually about to get going. I was supposed to get going a while ago. I really do need to work on this. So, but people come in and I want to spend a little bit of time, answer questions, chit chat for a moment. So, oh yeah. Well, no, I haven't gotten a schedule done necessarily, but I would encourage everyone that's on my YouTube channel to go follow me on Twitch. That way you guys will know when I'm going to be streaming from there. I will probably stream there again, probably, I want to say Monday, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Before hold on, what do I have going on Wednesday? I have a 10 a.m. on Wednesday. I have work tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll watch Zelda when I'm there. Zelda's a shit, dude. Okay. Hey, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for dropping by. As always, I'm also beloved and glorious Mace Fowler. Signing off.